Hello and welcome to the 6th episode. I think it's the 6th already, yeah. Because they are shorter, I of course also make more of those. So last episode, in the last episode, the aliens have landed with their assault carriers, invaded a bit of Africa, France, and are working on Russia currently. Probably going to get defeated eventually because of nukes and similar things. However, we are going to stay stable here in our Canada USA bit. We do have a little bit of capacity and control points now, again, from our main quest. Because we just reached the... whatever the goal was, I don't remember how it was called. Wait a second, it was recalled... Yeah, it's not in here. Contact the aliens. Right, something like this. So we contacted them. Now we want to research alien technology when we have it, and we want to learn their language, which is going to be our priority here. What we also want to do is we want to get more mission control, because we want to get another orbital around Earth, because we need more life science hubs here for the welfare bonus. That's what we are interested in, because we have to fix welfare in Canada and in the US, so getting the 30% welfare bonus here is going to be very powerful. So we are going to also invest a bit into mission control here in the US, just getting +1 probably here, we're going to get 1 here. We do need a total of +3 to get the next orbital going. What we also want to prepare for is a ship. We do have a space dock under construction somewhere. Here, yes, here's the space dock. We want to build a ship. I already started designing one. So we see here the Madrid class. We put some crate missiles on top of it. And we need like 10.8, 11 to 12 kps. So something around this. Because we need to go to all the stations around Earth orbit. And we need 5.4 boost to, kps to get to Tiangong and back again each. So we have to get enough boost to do this. And then of course we also want to fly to Moon to get rid of the other stations that the aliens, or not the other factions made there. So that's another thing we want to, let's call it, fix here. Which also means that we probably want to build a space dock here, if we can afford it somehow. But we don't have the energy here. And maybe we want to research the supply depot here, because it doesn't need energy. So let's do this. We also want to research the liquid hydrogen containment for the 20% bonus to ship exhaust velocity, which means a boost to KPS. So we are going to want to have these two things just to get our first ship online and therefore be able to take out our friends on around Earth here. Also, we are going to continue upgrading our guys here. Patricia can get another hitman. And ideally we get something with control points. We also want the Latium Global, but we don't have any money left. So that's not anything we can do right now. We could pick up 3% government. Well, no, it's not worth it. I know, that's not worth it here. So we are going to continue here. Wait for the projects. Ooh.
Violence is abating.
So we are waiting for the project to unlock so we can continue on our quests with the aliens. We now also see that our boost is going down significantly quickly. Oh, there we go. Alien technology. We're going to pick that up eventually. We're going to win this one. We have won this one. Okay, so that's all going great. We see here that the boost cost, the boost income has gone down significantly from our HEPs already. And as we are playing Earth-Luna only playstyle, we definitely want to get the hydroponics bay as quickly as possible, just to reduce the volatiles and water upkeeps on our stations and our bases here. We are also, of course, also interested in getting the settlement HEP, which is something we might want to consider, so that we can also upgrade our lunar bases here. And then we also have more slots for research and science bonuses from there. But one thing after the other. First of all, now we have to see how we can continue here and how the global situation develops. So I'm going to actually skip forward again, because there's not super much to do here right now except wait for some projects and so on. And actually let's wait for the liquid hydrogen containment here, because then we can see what it does to
Standing by for orders.
the ship that we have here. So Anthony is going to stay advising here. We're actually going to send... she can't advise. You should... Wait a second. Wasn't that advice? Yeah, this one gives advice. Okay, we are going to buy it. So that Patricia can now advise Canada.
Offering support.
So we get a bit more investment points from this. I think that's worth it. And Ron here, what are you going to do? We don't want to. I mean, we can we talk to them already? No, we can't talk to the aliens yet. So you can also reduce unrest here. So let's do this. Ooh. Look at this here. So we go here.
We'll make things safe.
And Trish here, can you actually
I'm
do a
here.
computer? No, you can't. But if we push up the unrest further...
Ready to go.
Yeah, we can do this. Then we have a
Time
decent
to
chance
bring it
of
all down.
removing the servants here.
I'm here.
Which means we are going to switch public campaigns
We
to
must
Mexico.
persuade the people.
Which also means that you will go do this.
Where
And
do you need
Trish...
me?
Trish is going to stay reducing unrest. So maybe we get a rebellion
What's the
here
op?
in Mexico in our favor. So something has increased the unrest significantly here. Let's see what it will, how well it will develop for us here. Maybe we can pull that off. And Ron, you can't get command, right? There's nothing we can do about this. There's 2 projects. That's tempting. 300 money. Oh, here's a control point. Mission control. Ooh, it's all tempting. Let's pick this one up temporarily. 300 for 10% project research speed here. That's definitely worth it. Because we do have a lot of projects to do. Especially faction projects like this one here. Exactly. I'm not sure which one of the rocket projects we want to
Offering
research.
assistance.
Ooh,
Attempt
Exodus.
to dissuade the invaders if you must, but Project Exodus
No.
will continue.
We are going to take the non-aggression pact for the moment, because we are not going to do anything right now. We are going to go into alien language first. I'm not going to push it super hard though, because we have to keep an eye on those here. Definitely want to supply the no, we don't need to rush it. Actually, let's invest heavily into Hydra language here as well. We already have a bonus of 51%. We get 40% from HEP modules. We know that there's some more under construction here. So we get 2 more here. So science bonus will only go up on that regard. So that's all good. Now the tech finished, the project finished. And let's look at the ship designer again. We can remove the water heat sink here. Get the... that's not a hydrogen product. Do we have any drive that is not reaction products? Okay, I take everything back. We can't use anything from this. So we would be stuck on a design which is currently super expensive here. Like this, for example. That's terrible. Now we would want the rockets though. 11.2. Yeah, that's a lot of water if you can't afford currently. So we need a better rocket. I'm going to search for that in the tech tree. If we can reach one relatively quickly, which gets us better to space here. Or do we have to go for an ion drive temporarily? Let's see. Maybe we can find something out here, what we could go for. Okay, we can witness the showdown here in Russia now. The alien armies are trying to take over Moscow and St. Petersburg, and the first nuke has been flying here towards St. Petersburg. Question is how many else will
I'm
there
here.
be? Did we succeed? Oh yeah, we succeeded. Nice. So we're going to continue purging points here in
Targeting
Mexico
the
now.
opposition.
We have to... So this is going down, right? Yes. Now, rest value is 2.9. Okay, we have to stabilize Mexico afterwards. So for now, we are going to just do a bit of... Not sure how we want to stabilize it. Rest value is 8.7. Great. 0 from cohesion. And inequality is pushing it up. So fixing Mexico will actually be quite hard. Which means we also have to do, as usual, welfare investments here. Okay, let's see how that will develop and how quickly they will
My
fall.
family had this.
Ah, space agriculture is done. Nice. So now we do... I think I want to go into electromagnetic. Yes. So that we can get a plasma drive. Not plasma, but an ion drive, a proper one. I think that's a good idea. Maybe. Not sure how good that ion drive is. I should check it out. Anything else we want right now? Probably the international development would also be nice. National labs is here, so we maybe should go... Let's actually do... Ooh, unity movement we also probably want. But let's go arrival law first. Get some stuff out of the way. We lost the race here, so we don't care anymore. Actually, let's stop investing here at all. On the other hand, we want the... It's a bit faster this way. But we would get other things as well. We're going to win here, so that's all good. Let's continue. Oh, more ships.
Lending my expertise.
And there's another one, St. Petersburg again. That's going to tank the world economy like crazy. Yeah, what? 2k again are gone on the US here. It's not going to be the last nuke here. But we know now that the alien army is down to 5 nukes. 5 armies. Let's see how that develops. Ukraine has 2 armies by now.
We're taking over.
Okay, Congo is done. So currently we are just hunting random control points here. Just for some spoiling. Because we want money. And there we go, another nuke. That's exactly why you don't invade Russia. Okay, there we have a hydroponics bay. And then the farm afterwards, which we want to have as well.
Our associates are now in charge.
And St. Petersburg just fell. No, not yet. It's still getting conquered here, so let's see if it actually falls or if it's just going to be how that will play out, but fine.
Your orders.
Yeah, so we're going to just continue taking stuff here in
Bring him
Central
into our
Africa,
side.
which the others don't own.
Standing by.
And you can do another one? Yes, we can do the last one here.
Removing our enemies.
And then we have... We don't want to go heavy in mission Actually, I think we just want to finish this one. Also want to only do a little bit of boost, and then we instead want to push the welfare down here. We also have to stabilize it soon. But we also get the cohesion slowly up here on the USA, so they are getting slowly getting fixed here. Which means that the cohesion rest value is now above 0. We can slow down on knowledge here a bit and instead push harder into welfare and a bit more economy. So also the Hyper Language quest is going to finish soon. I'm going to speed forward to that because not much else has happened, and we are not in the position to do much else because we don't have boost, we don't have volatiles, we do have a little bit of resources, but we can't make a ship with that. So that's still our main problem. Because we just don't have proper engines and so on for a ship to make. And we could make one cheap ship just to clean out Leo 1 if we want to, and then we could slap more stuff on it, but that has risks as well. And right now I don't think these stations are a problem for us, so we don't need to rush this. So I'm going to just speed forward a bit further here. Okay, here we are, and we have reached the point where we are almost finishing the alien language. So let's get to that quest and see what happens. There we go. While it will take some time to fully comprehend the hardware language, we have now identified sufficient patterns and repeating elements to establish the core concept behind it. Essentially, their method of communication is twofold. An auditory aspect much like our own, and perhaps more importantly, a ferrocide-based aspect, which chemically and wordlessly conveys the emotional context of their otherwise functional speech. We can now proceed with direct translation of the spoken element should we wish it. It remains to be seen, however, how effective any attempt at communication will be without replication of the chemosensory element.
The only direction to go is forward, Commissioner.
The language teaching program is complete. Our security teams found the deserters. They did not come willingly. There was a fight, I don't know the details. They shouldn't have had it shouldn't have come to this. Our head of security, Lavrenti, suggested that I did not need to review the footage. I watched it anyway. It is hard to see how the shooting started. There was one exchange with one of our diplomats. I remember him, very passionate. He keeps on saying over and over again that I would promised that no harm would come to them. The footage cuts out abruptly. I shouldn't have watched those videos. Now that we have a body of negotiators fluent in the Hydra language, we can open up negotiations in a more systematic manner. We have learned from our past mistakes. All of our negotiation team have been carefully screened. What? We have learned from our past mistakes. All of our negotiation team have been carefully screened. Head of Security Laurenti has interviewed them individually, and he has personally assured me that no similar event will happen again. We have resolved to move on from the previous tragedy. While regrettably, these kinds of miscommunications and translation errors are an unfortunate reality of contact between such disparate cultures. What is important now is to make sure that the lives lost were not spent in vain. Everyone must devote themselves wholeheartedly to our cause. Complete the Hydra diplomacy project when it becomes available. We need to have Hydra language, which we did. So now we can... Do we need the fission reactor? I'm not sure. Else we get just started on alien technology here, maybe. It's definitely something we want. Yeah, I think that's something we want. Meanwhile, alien nation is down to 3 armies now. One of them is in Moscow, one is in Niamey. So we probably can consider starting or retaking France later if we want to. But let's see how well everything develops here. So we got, however, Mexico. We are now stabilizing it. We have Canada, United States, and Mexico now, plus some Central African things for boost income, which we can now use slowly, not boost, spoils income, which we can use to buy, for example, some orcs when they come available here. However, we have been... There. Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, I'm going to go through them in a second here, and we are going to just continue here. The big question now is, where exactly is our global nation, the United Nations? Is that part of our faction end quest? I'm not sure. We are going to find out eventually. Okay, something has happened. The European Union, which is probably France, has declared independence from the alien administration. And it's in the head of the resistance. Yeah, it's France, as expected. So it's now... Oh, also Sevastopol included. And some other things. I'm definitely going to try to take it over. Ooh, why is everything a hostile? Oh, because the government scores, right. It's now totalitarian. Ay, ay, ay. So it's all hostile claims now. It's going to be a problem for us as well later. Not sure how that exactly worked again with the hostile claims, and the region will be hostile if annexed because this nation's government score is 1.5 lower than that of the nation that currently controls it. Which basically means that we want to, with the US, not go above 8.5, so that we are compatible to everything up to 10 and down towards everything to 7, which is still very high. Very unlikely that we can achieve that, but who knows. So, yeah. I mean, that this one is now totalitarian is of course unfortunate. And not sure how we can... how that will proceed, actually. Maybe we don't actually want to take it over, but it still has 1.6 boost. Which isn't bad. Oh, we also have a lot of... yeah, 33%. We could try to get in there. Maybe we do this. Yeah, maybe we do this. But, yeah. So, for the moment, I'm going to rush forward to alien diplomacy. That's the goal for this episode. We are almost there now. So, just a few weeks, and then we can see what the demands are going to be. Well, here we go, and our technology is going to finish up, and also entrenchment is going to finish up in a second. So we can finish both of those in this mission phase, or rather in the next one. And you're going to keep it like this. Let's see what the alien demands will be here. We have completed Hydro Diplomacy project. What was before a crude and faltering exchange of words between ourselves and the Hydra has now become an official line of a two-way communication. Establishing this proved far from easy, in part due to the lack of a natural olfactory element in our own language, heightening the risk of misunderstanding or worse, an aggressive response. Surprisingly, the greater obstacle in fact proved to be an apparent indifference on the aliens' part, no matter the content of our messages. As though they considered us beneath notice, despite their clear interest in Earth. Persistence has, however, proved to be a virtue, and careful financing of our overtures toward the alien has finally prompted a response.
The sacrifices our people have made are paying off, Commissioner. May the process of diplomacy begin.
Success. We have established a long-term two-way diplomatic channel with the Hydra representatives. From now on, we will be able to exchange messages with them on a near real-time basis. The Hydras are so far not entirely responsive to our efforts to conduct negotiations or build a rapport. But I have every reason to expect that this will improve with time. Once the peace process has begun, human history shows us there is every reason for optimism. The Hydras have indicated that they will be transmitting a set of diplomatic requests shortly, which I consider a very good sign. Unfortunately on this matter, the advisory team is less unified than I had hoped. Lavrenti has brought evidence to me suggesting that several members are considering abandoning the peace process. I cannot believe that any committed members of our faction would follow such a self-destructive course of action, but then, I have been disappointed in the past. Hopefully they will be cleared of suspicion in time. We have known from the first sighting the aliens must have mastered technology well beyond ours if they were to bridge the gap between the stars. The exotic materials in particular hold promise for our ability to establish ourselves as a guiding hand in Earth affairs. Research the exotic materials project when it becomes available. We need to fulfill this objective, alien technology or hydro diplomacy. Okay, yeah, we do have... Okay, we have received the hydro request. It appears, however, that requests may have been an inaccurate translation. From a first inspection, they seem more akin to orders. We have attempted to negotiate, but have so far received no response. Clearly, for now at least, we have no option but to begin to move ahead with the hydro requirements. But there is some discord among the council. I shall address them personally to explain to them the necessity of our actions. We have come too far to stop now. Complete the research their demands project when it becomes available. That's going to be our topic for the next technology, next episode, of course. So for now, we're going to just finish entrenchment as well, which is a really nice technology, getting us +5 defense against enemy missions on our protected soil, which we have in United States and soon also in Mexico. Therefore, we can really fortify our own holdings, and we get a nice of 200 influence here. There we go. And the biggest problem we currently face is our lack of resources, of course. So I'm currently trying to construct the hydroponics bay here on our Luna bases. Already have them on the stations here. Of course, we need to research the farm eventually. We have to get these 3 still upgraded, for which we need more boost. But everything is going slowly but steadily. We are also using Canada now for boost, even though this is relatively inefficient. But we also use full-time United States for boost currently. And soon Mexico can join the fold as well, with doing a little bit of investments here as well. It's already producing 1.3 boost, which we inherited from the servants. But of course we are trying to get the inequality down here for now. That's our highest priority for now. So yeah, that's our situation currently. We are going to find out what the exact demands are going to be in the next episode. So leave a like and subscribe, and see you next time.